Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. I'm out here at the Buffalo Hole, throwing some stuff around as usual. One of the last times I'm going to be out here before everything changes for me for summer. So I'm going to be throwing different things, favorite things, fun fishing, and we're going to see what we can catch. I'm starting off with one of my modified MEPs right here on the black bass rod. This one is a spark shad on there, and in this wind, this will be kind of interesting. Ooh, I can feel that blade kicking. So I let the lure do the work for me. I can feel it thumping, just bringing it through, nice and easy. I should be using a gold blade because it's cloudy, but I catch them on the silver ones. Oh, look at that. That tail action and the roll. And I'm fishing right along the weed line here. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate all the support. I'm usually making some kind of a fishing video or points of interest video. So thanks for hanging out with me and supporting the channel. It's always good to have clubbers hanging around, pinhook fishing clubbers, checking videos out. Man, this thing is great. I can't wait to use this thing on pike up north. So this one's on the black bass, 6'8" St. Croix. I've got 20 and 20 on this one because this one's getting ready for my trip up north. I got to watch out for toothies up there. So I never have issues with braid and pike with a 20-pound leader. Oh, I thought a fish was following it. Ooh, that looks just perfect. So I've got a ton of videos on how I modify these. Essentially, it's a Comet minnow, but with my little flavor of it. So you can crank it, stop it, pop it. I've had big crappie hit it, and of course bass. So hopefully we're going to catch some fish today, doing a little fun fishing. I also want to do the drop shot. I'm still perfecting that technique, although I catch quite a few. I'm still working on different ways to improve it. So we'll see how that turns out. The other thing we got going on today is I'm going to go up to the river and check it out. It's like super flooded up there, the Red River. We're going to check that out. See if I can catch a striper or two. I have no idea what the situation is there, but I've just heard that the water is like super crazy. So that'll be our other stop for today. Alright guys, this guy just got absolutely smashed. Look at that, the eyeballs off. And I just was bringing it, I didn't even have time to turn the camera on. It was right here. And then I couldn't bring him in. He freaked out when he got by the rocks. Swing and a miss. So I let that thing sink, and then I just burn it. And then I just kill it, give it a couple of pops. Crank, stop. Because a lot of times they speed up to try to come up behind it and kill it. We just went, ooh. Dang, that felt like I had a strike right there. Man, see how good that looks in the water? It rolls just a little bit, but I don't mind that at all. Oh my gosh, guys. I got one that got tangled in somebody's line and he kicked it. Dang it. Somebody's line is buried down there and I couldn't get him up. I was like, he's not stuck in the rocks. Dang. This one, little number 1 MEPs with a little Mr. Twister shad, one of those little sassy shads. Dang it. Man, I got popped. I've been trying the Scottsboro minnow. I've been trying. There's that stinking line. Do you guys see it? Let's see if I can get this. We'll grab it this way. What on earth? Alright, let's go. Oh, crying out loud. Hey. What? My line didn't snap. It just came off the keeper there. Alright guys, we're back in business. But I don't know about those clouds over there. We may get rained on. That stinking line. Okay, so what was weird is that my little MEPS here popped off, but I got it back. I had a little treble, drug it through there, and was able to get it back. Just a little sassy shad on a #1 MEPS. Well, that breeze feels great. I know it's horrible on the camera, but man, it feels awesome. I gotta do this guy a little bit slower because being as light as it is, it's wanting to come up. That's a great thing about these little modified lures is I can drag them on the bottom almost, middle of the column, or I can bring them up along this top. We're not doing that again with line. It's just some cabbage. Alright boys, on this Strike King Hack Attack swim jig. Oh, and he threw it. He was right there. Dang it. Dang it. Man, I've got this paired up with this little Berkeley Power Stinger. Dang it. I had a good one right there, and he just spit it. I had a good hook set on him too. Jeez Louise. Well, he just crushed it. If you never tried these Hack Attack swim jigs, give them a shot. My favorite jigs are the swim jigs are the Beast Coast Working Man's jig. Those are just epic. The CJ Flip, which is an all-purpose, a Randall Tharp. Man, I just burned it, and as soon as I burned it, then I killed it, and just bang. Comes through these little weed beds really nice. Once in a while you get a little cabbage, but not too much. Look at that thing just casts a country mile. Now on this one I've got 12 and 12. This is on the Mojo St. Croix, 6'8". So the other thing is with these is I'll give it a pop, let it drop, just hop it, and then just to get their attention, and then I'll just do a straight burn, and then I just kill it, and then I just kind of bring it in nice and easy. I just want them to see it. I want it to be visible. And then if you got to kill it, just kill it. They'll swim up and look at it. and then you pop it and bring it up. Sometimes they're waiting there for you. But this is a great jig right here. Alright guys, check this out. So I've got like a little BMC Moon Eye jig, and I made my own little prop system on there. It's a little spy bait with a Kalen's 5-inch lunker grub. It's a it's that bluegill color, and this is fun to throw. I just don't use it much. I've been trying to get these crappie that are in here to try to entice. That may be a crappie right there. Oh, dang it. Man, it was a bass and I lost him. Crying out loud. How did I miss that guy? I had a good hook set, and when he threw it, he really threw it. Dang it. And he was way out there too. Man, I've had a couple of swings and misses. Look at this thing. Just my own little modification there. And she gets spinning. Man, she's a cool little bait. Bombs away. Boy, that fish was... He wasn't a very big guy. He was way out there. I thought for sure that was a crappie. I've been trying to get them to hit. Ooh, there's a big carp right in front of me. Carp and gar have been working through here. Alright guys, I'm still bombing my little homemade spinner. I'm just doing this crank, 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 chill it, slow crank, pop it, anything for that thing to get seen down there. About to switch to the drop shot, test some more worms. So I just ordered a bunch of my little, just some little blades. I think I got them from Barlow, and then I just slid them on there, put like a little donut for a buffer, and that's it. One of my friends has been telling me to sell them, make them and sell them on eBay. I don't know. I know they catch fish. I have a great time fishing with them. So I let it sink, and if they come over and swim over to see what that was, I give it a straight pop straight up. Then I just crank, 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 and then I kill it. Pop, twitch, pop, a couple of cranks and some twitches. If you hit grass, just pull it through like that. And the great thing about this is if you crank it really fast, it'll come up to the surface, you know. So you can bring it over cabbage. That one I got stuck in cabbage. But it's a lot of fun to throw. And I think they sell some of these, but I was like, man, I can make some. I need to make more. I've got all this stuff for it. You know how it is, you just get busy. You got work, you got this, you got that. If not that, like a little ball head jig would work. I think this one's a 3/8 ounce. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to throw. I got them in different colors, and I just need to make a whole bunch of them and have like a little dedicated man, that thing is great. Have a little dedicated box for them, and then just, you know, use them whenever. Alright boys, we're about to switch to the drop shot. All kinds of stuff I want to test out. Alright guys, I got one of these Mann's jelly worms on here. Discontinued. It's kind of like a jelly color, a little flare tail. I got these from Retro Bassin for his bag of worms. eBay sale. Got some other ones I want to test out too, but I've been having so much fun doing the drop shot. It's like I was saying like a month ago, it's the least used tactic I use, but I've been working hard at it. I don't want to call it work, but I've been having fun learning it. And with this kind of cloudy stuff here, this should work out pretty good. The one that I really have a lot of luck on is the Robo Worm, and then the Charlie Brewer, the June Bug one. There you can see it right there. Man, it looks good in the water. Just twitch it. Put some of that Travis Manson Pro Cure, and you're good to go. Bomb cast it. Alright guys, on the Charlie Brewer, or excuse me, on this Mann's jelly worm I got from Retro. Check that out. There you go, Retro. That is cool. Alright guys, there he is right there. Let's get him back in there. There he goes, man. He just shot that way. Alright. I'll get you a close-up of what that thing was. Alright, here we go. That's that Mann's. Man, this thing's chewed up. I had some bluegill popping on it. That's that Mann's jelly worm in that jelly color, that flare tail. It's just dancing it out there, and pow! Well, she just clocked it. Alright, let's keep her going. There's another one I want to try. I want to try this cool looking Robo Worm that I've got. I want to test that one out. But man, with cloudy skies and that little tail twitching like that, I couldn't resist it. So much fun. I'm using a little bit bigger hook. I get one of those little hook systems. I can tie the hooks, you know, rig it myself, but I hate doing it. Because yeah, if I mess up, then I'm like, dang, there goes some of the leader line. So I don't mind the little system. I don't know if it causes them not to bite. I mean, I still catch them with it. I don't think they care. I don't think they wonder what it is. Oh my gosh, right now I'm getting thump, 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 thump. I've even had them hit right in here close, right up next to these weeds here. Just come up and just smack it right there. The other thing is I put some of that Pro Cure on there for smallmouth crush. It gets that scent going. Fished a little bit more with that Mann's, and I switched over to a Robo Worm, kind of a black with chartreuse. Really cool looking color. Tricky to do this with the wind, but I think I have it pretty much sorted out. That's why I want to practice this on windy days, choppy days. That way I can get used to fishing like this, for situations like this. Alright boys, we're hooked up on the 6 Sense Axis crankbait. It's just bombing it around. There we go. There we go. Check out this guy. Man, that's a nice fish right there. On the Axis by 6 Sense. Oops, almost got him in the top of the eye there. Check out this fish right here, boy, it's a nice one. On the 6 Sense Axis. Here it is, right here. It's a lure I don't throw too much. Look at that color, that flash from that blade. I threw this one on the St. Croix Mojo 12 and 12. He was just cruising out there and bam! Just lit it up. Look at that castability. I just burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, and then I kill it. Then I start doing my slow crank, stop, crank, 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 stop. Oops, I got caught in some cabbage out there. Dang it. For a minute I thought it was a bite, and then I got that telltale slow drag. Normally this comes through cabbage really well. Yeah, the wobble on this 6 Sense Axis, and with that flashing blade, this thing is a cool bait. And they don't see it that often, so you can get some good bites on it. And the cool thing is, you feel the vibration of that blade. And just the natural wobble that this thing gives off. Man, check that out right there. Fish catching machine right there. Alright boys, on a Jackhammer, we're hooked up with a Jean LaRue. Biffle Bug is the trailer. There we go, check that out. Right in the top of the lip. If we can get this dude out. Let's go. There we go. Check this out, guys. He's got like a bacteria on his eye. See it? Dang. I wish I could take that off of there, but I can't. There he goes. But he just smoked this. So this is it. Little Jackhammer. I think this is one of these baby jacks right here. And he just hammered it. So this one, I turn it, I'm gonna have to redo it sideways so it looks like a fin. Dang, that stinks. I'm gonna have to reapply. There we There we go. And you kind of see the tail action right there. Man, that thing works great. And I just killed it, and he just smushed that. Yeah, he had some kind of bacteria in his eye. I didn't want to try to scrape it off. Look at that thing. You can feel it rattle. And that Biffle Bug on the back of that, a lot of times I'll snip those extra legs off, like in the wintertime. And I do it in the spring and summer too sometimes to give it more so it looks like an actual tail. So I've been throwing it for a while. There I took off the little appendages, and I'll show you what it looks like in the water here. Oops, what was that? I cracked that bush. I don't know how much you can see because it's cloudy and then it's misty, but hopefully you'll be able to see. Oh, it's just a perfect action on that tail. This thing is just sick. So there you go. That's a little juice, a little secret that I use. I throw the Biffle Bug like that. Turn it sideways, and you can turn it as intended and fish with it, but I just like doing it like this. Alright guys, there you go. Get one of these, test it out. It's got some great action there. You guys are hooked up on a MEPS, modified MEPS with a chartreuse and black little swim jig on here. There we go. You can check it out right there. Man, he's a nice fish right here. Oops. Check that out. He's just cruising along and bang! Got him right there. Okay, so on this one, this one's got a blue blade. It's an Aglia 3. I think these are what they call them, the brights, maybe. Check that out. Just a little, for this cloud cover, I figured I'd test it out, and sure enough, it worked pretty good. We got some, I hear thunder in the distance. Looks like we got some storms rolling in. And it's so peaceful out here though. Perfect temperature. Man, that guy just, I crank, killed it. Crank, killed it, and he just inhaled it. Look how this thing looks in the water. Irresistible. I want to head up to the Red River, see what's going on there. Everyone's talking about how it's flooded and all kinds of craziness. I gotta go check that out. Maybe fish in a little bit. Alright, one more good cast and we're gonna see about heading over there. That's where we're going, guys. One of my stops right there on the Red River. Man, that's a heck of a lot of current. So we'll see what we can catch. You've seen in videos before where I catch big striper there, so hopefully we'll get some. And tornado came through here. There's a bunch of downed trees and all kinds of junk. Had to kind of go off-road a little bit to get to this spot. Same for these people that are down there. All right, so let's get our gear, get down there and do some fishing. Shad number 2. Just throwing a little Berkeley Fritz side, trying to get some of these striper. I'm catching these big shad. Look at all the birds trying to hammer the shad. This is up here on the Red River. Ooh. That seagull tried to dive bomb me. So just crank, 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 and stop, pause it. Crank, 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 stop, pause it. Okay. This one's another shad. Oh, this one's a white bass. Here we go. Alright boys, we're hooked up. It's not too bad. Just a young guy, little guy. There he goes. Alright guys, man, that water was just crazy raging, and I was I didn't get a big it was we were just too crowded in there. I didn't get a chance to even really do my little drift and float that I do to catch those big striper, because there was too many people piled in there. So it was funny that I was catching those shad and that little striper, and everything was hitting in close. It just wasn't ideal. I needed to have a chance where I could get out there and do my drift, where I just let the line all out and then bring back a square bill of whatever choice and just let that thing get lit up. But storms are moving in, so I got to get out and hit the road. But anyway, hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. Until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye. Now get out there and get your lures wet.